Hello fam again. It's your boy Anointed Assassin. We are going to talk about civilizations and special units and what you should work to get, or what's your first pick, or if you want to change, let's see what's up. But before we get started, I do want to let you know just a couple minutes ago we did a video for barb chaining, Ethelflaed, or YSG. We have a YSG available now, and we're gonna see the area of effect of YSG. Big shout out to my friend Milady70, who is gonna go ahead and demonstrate the value that you get from our friend YSG. So whenever she's ready, she's gonna go ahead and get started and show us this beautiful area of effect of YSG and why you should expertise this commander. So go ahead and show us what you got, sister. So again, YSG or Ethelflaed, this is why you want YSG. She just saved 150 experience points, because now what happens is all of those barbarians come towards her march due to his AoE. If she moves it around here and carries these guys around, she'll be farming even more barbarians, as you can see there. This is why YSG is the greatest commander out there for me personally. Again, for barb chaining, he's awesome in the field, he's great in the field, but for barb chaining and for special events, thank you again, milady. This is why he is in the top up there. I'm gonna be getting him because of this reason after I expertise Richard, but that's why you want YSG. I do have the link in the description below for the video about either Ethelflaed or YSG. Again, you can start with Ethelflaed because she is easier to obtain. You just unlock her by doing your expeditions and getting all your points there and spending all your coins there, and then moving towards down the expedition. The higher the levels, the more the chest, and then you can buy her sculptures 3 times a day, every day, and then you'll have her expertise pretty quickly. So you can use her AoE is just half of the circle that YSG has. But then again, when you can get YSG, get him as soon as you can, so you can do what our friend Milady70 did there. Thank you very much again, Milady. I appreciate your help and your support with that. Thank you so much. I am jealous of you for having that YSG. So again, let's get started on the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video basically is because I want to talk about the civilization and the special troop type that you get. You do get some kind of bonus per the civilization, and milady, if you're gonna stick around, correct me if I'm wrong, or shoot out some pointers that you know that probably went over my head or that I forgot. Just let me know. Civilizations, as I was saying, do give you certain boost. Now, it just really depends what kind of player you're gonna be or what your main troop is gonna be. If you want infantry, legionnaire would be the best option. If you want calves, Germany would probably be your best option. There are other options and we'll look at them here. If you want archers, Britain is a good selection. Now, if you're gonna go with archers, I would go with Britain. Why Britain? Because she gives 5% increase archer attack. Now, when I first started playing the game, I went with the Ottoman Empire. The reason why I went with Ottoman Empire was because I was an archer player, and this one gives you archer health instead of the attack. It gives you 5%. Plus, it also gives you troop march speed and skill damage by 5%. All 3 of these are amazing, especially if you are an archer player. You want this 5% to do damage in the field. Again, this is one of the best cities out there for archer players. But again, If you're going to be a cav player, no problem with calves. This would be your best option for cav, since it does give you 5% increase on your attacks for your calves. Calves are super strong, not the tankiest, but they're strong and they're fast. Very popular. Germany is one of your top up there. Let me see who else has calves. Spain has calves, and what Spain does, it gives you defense for your cavalry. Something that I would recommend, because a lot of people use calves and a lot of people charge the calves, but again, calves are very, very popular out there. But if you do want to go with the calves, Spain would be another option. It just really depends what you want to do. If you want to survive a little bit more in the field, go with Spain. If you want to do more damage, go with Germany. Let's see what else we have here. This is okay. So China can be. It looks like it can be any. This basically what I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter if you focus on archery, cavalry, or infantry. This one will give you troop defense. It's just 3%. So just keep that in mind and just don't forget about that. This one gives you troop attack 3%. Korea gives you archer defense by 5%. So that's another archer city civilization that you may want to look into. Arabia increases cavalry attack by 5%. Okay, and let's see here. It says here, and milady, correct me if I'm wrong, damage dealt to barbarians and other neutral units by 10%. Neutral units, is that enemies in the field? If so, that is 15% of attack. But again, it might just be, I don't know. This might be a little questionable. I may have to do some research about that. I did notice that it says it deals damage dealt to barbarians and other neutral units by 10%, and damage dealt by rallied armies by 5%. So this may be a really good one. Again, don't hold me to that, and correct me if I'm wrong, anyone who watches the video. And again, Ottoman Empire is for archers, gives you 5% increase health. And you're gonna have to forgive me because I'm gonna butcher this. I'm not even gonna go there. Let's just go with Belisaria civilization, okay? This one gives you health 5%. So there is a lot of options for cavalry. So many options: health, defense, and attack. I think the only one for attack was Germany, and then the rest was for defense and health. So those are your options for the calves. And again, for archers, you do have Britain, I think Korea was one, defense for 5, and then the Ottoman Empire gives you 5% health, and it gives you 5% speed. Now, if you want to focus on the infantry unit, the best one, I believe, in my point of view, would be Rome. Why Rome? Number one, because they will increase your defense by 5%, and not just that, but also your march speed 5%. The march speed and the defense is top for me. I really love it. That's why I went with Rome. I made a video a couple weeks ago explaining why I went with it, and the video was basically explaining that the reason why is because of the defense and the march speed. So again, that is a brief explanation of the civilizations. Now, before you select your civilization or before you switch your civilization, keep in mind your commanders. What commander are you working on? Who you have expertise, and do you use them frequently in the open field? Okay, so for example, let's talk about Alexander the Great or Richard the First. If these guys are my primary commanders, and we'll go to them right now, if they are my primary commanders, these primary commanders, they are infantry commanders. They're not archers, they're not cavs, they're infantry. So it really wouldn't make a lot of sense. And this is just for open field fighting. This is strictly open field, okay? It really wouldn't make sense if I went with Germany and then focus on Richard, Alexander, Constantine, Charles Martel, because all of those commanders are infantry only. And if I have Germany civilization, I would not be getting an extra boost from Germany. The only thing I would get from Germany would be the training speed and the action point recovery. Nothing against that. Action point recovery is awesome. The troop training speed is awesome. But again, we're strictly speaking about what civilization will boost you when it comes to fighting in the field. So again, this would help a lot a person who is focused in cavs. And if you have cavs, you are looking at Saladin, you're looking at Genghis, you're looking at Takeda, you're looking at Minamoto, you're looking at Cao Cao, you're looking at Attila, you're looking at all these commanders that you should have access to or focus on one by one, of course, and expertise in, so you can have your attack bonus or the other bonuses that the civilizations offer. So again, if Rome is something that you're looking for because you're really interested in the infantry, make sure that you remember what commanders you got to focus on. Again, Alexander the First would be one of the top ones, Richard the First, Constantine, and then Charles Martel. Those four there are just a brief spit out example of who you should focus and that can help you in the open field if you go with Rome. And again, if you go with Germany or other civilizations that help you with cavs, don't forget, focus on Saladin, Genghis, Takeda, Minamoto, Cao Cao, Attila. Don't forget about those guys. Now, let's talk about the archers. If you're going to go with archer, if you like archery, that's totally fine. I love archery, but I did notice that they were really weak. They were really easy to take down. So for that reason, I kind of backed out from the archers. Now, nothing against archers. It just really depends on the commander that you use, and make sure that you build them correctly and have a good enough equipment on those commanders. So for archers, of course, you want YSG. You have Edward, you have El Cid, you have Tomiris, you have Ramses, and you have, I believe, Nebuchadnezzar, you have Cyrus. These commanders are all awesome. I think the tankiest one, if I'm not mistaken, is Ramses. So one of the best combinations that you can have if you are archer focused is Ramses and YSG. That would be your tankiest march as a archer player. Okay, so I would recommend to focus on those on those commanders, and make sure you have a civilization that will give an extra boost to your archer commanders, because again, you really don't want Britain if you are focused on cavs, and you really don't want Germany if you're focused on infantry. And again, the reason why we're saying this is because you want to make sure you get that bonus for your commanders when you're out there in the field. Now, let me just clear myself out. I did have thoughts of changing civilizations from Rome to Germany, and the only reason why I was going to do this was because of the action point recovery, which is 10%. That is a lot. Why would I do this? The reason why I was going to do it was because, again, I do a lot of barbs, I do a lot of forts, and I need my action points. It's very valuable to me. But at the same time, when you're going to switch civilizations, keep in mind, that's 10,000 gems. That is a lot of gems if you want to do that. Now, you could go ahead and buy, if I'm not mistaken, a civilization, one of these right here, a civilization change through your alliance shop, but that is 2 million silver coins. That is a lot. That is a lot to get, but it's totally up to you. It's totally optional, but you know, the price is really high. So I did not end up changing civilizations. I would prefer just to stay with my Rome Empire for my defense and for my march speed. Again, just a quick video just to let you know of my thoughts about this here. And again, the special units really don't give you a special buff. What really gives you the buff is the city, the civilization that you are going to choose. So again, just a quick recap. If you want infantry, if you want to focus on infantry, Rome would be the best option. And if you want Germany, if you want to attack, Germany would be your best option. If you're a cav and you want to survive a little bit longer, Spain would be your best option because they give you 5% defense. If you're an archer player and if you want to attack, Britain would be your best option. Now that would be the video that I am making here. Again, milady, thank you so much for showing off the area of effect for YSG. Highly recommend YSG. Make sure you expertise because he is phenomenal when it comes to barb chaining and saving you action points. As you would see in my previous video, I only have Ethelfled and I used Ethelfled and I showed you guys what I can do with Ethelfled. I can save at least 50 or 100 AP. That is 2 to 3 barbarians. But milady, with one shot, she saved 150 AP, not even trying, after targeting just one barbarian, which cost her 50 AP or less. So again, make sure you get that YSG expertise, and again, make sure you consider your commanders and the civilization that you want. And it just really depends what you want to do in the game. If you want to do damage, focus on attack, and then just really decide on what civilization you want. It's up to you. You play the game how you want it. All that matters is that you have fun. Trust me, I know what it is to be guided by so many people. It is just a different world. I don't know if milady has experienced that. I'm pretty sure she has. She is rocking, if I'm not mistaken, the city of France. And if you don't mind me showing you off, I believe she is rocking France. And the beautiful thing about France, the best thing about France, in my point of view, is the health, or not the health, but the hospital healing speed. It is 20%. And she also has 3% health increase, and that's not just for a specific unit, that's for all the units that she wants. So that's the beautiful thing about this. The only downside is that if I look at a health civilization, it's not as much, because usually it's 5 and this one is 3, but still, the beautiful thing about this is that it's not for a specific unit. And let me see if I can find a quick example here very quickly so you guys can understand what I'm saying here. Let's see, this one is defense. This one's defense for archers. So for archers only, the defense is 5%. Here increases troop health by 3%. It doesn't say infantry, it doesn't say calves, it doesn't say archer. So for me, she's getting 3% health for all her units, which is really good. And plus hospital healing speed by 20%. That is amazing. That is awesome, because healing is very expensive. So again, this is why it's something to think about. Take your time, don't rush through it. But again, if you've selected a civilization and you're thinking about changing, just remember, you can drop 10,000 gems, or you can drop 2 million silver coins. Guys, hopefully this has helped you guys. If you have any questions, any comments, let me know. I'll be more than happy to take my time to read them. And since you guys take your time to watch these videos, and again, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Give us a like on the video. Thank you very much for watching. And again, milady, thank you so much for helping and showing off the AoE of an expertise YSG. Thank you very much. You guys have a good morning and a great weekend. Have a good one, you guys.